4,000 bills each session. That's a lot of bills. Some of them are very good, and some of them are not so good. Some of them actually improves the quality of life of our Tennesseans, and some of them I feel like it really has a negative impact on our community. I can think of 2 silly bills that we passed last session. One is a misdemeanor to have a dog in the front seat. We passed the bill that it's a misdemeanor if someone has a felony and they have a vicious dog and they walking with that dog. And the only way we can prevent those types of bills, because once you get caught up in the judicial system, then it's just a continuous snowball. The only way we can prevent that is by voting and making sure that you get people in those elected positions that actually care about the community. It's only about 15% of the people that vote. So let me give you an example. That means if we have 100 people, 15 people are making the decision for the other 85.
15% of the people that generally vote in the elections?
And it's only about 15% that generally vote in elections.
That's astounding.
That's not very much at all, is it?
15%?
15%. And that means that small number of people are making decisions for all the rest of us. So if you want to actually have a say-so, then vote. And then once, again, I encourage people, once we get elected, when we go out and vote crazy, call us. Call us and say, you know, you voted down that workman's compensation bill. That really affects my husband. And the next time it comes up, I don't want you to vote like that. Sometimes people think that we're not approachable, but we care about votes and we want to get reelected. So when you call us on the carpet, we really listen to our constituents.
But now, which means that if only 15% of the people are voting, I would have believed that it was the other way around. 85% and 15% who might not vote or might counsel other folks not to vote, and et cetera. But you're saying that as a group as...
That's right, 15%. And during the Metro Council, it was only about 8%. Wow. So I don't know if the voter ID had some impact on it, or people don't recognize local election as being important, but every election is important. School boards elections are important, Metro Council elections are important, state, and of course federal, and our presidential election that's coming up in November is very important. I would say that 2008 election is more important. I mean, the 2012 is more important than the 2008 election, yes. Because we need to make sure that we get people in there that care about middle class people, not just rich people.
And so in a real sense, what we're saying here is that those individuals who might not participate in the politics really are not doing anything to help empower the community. Is that what we're saying?
Well, I would say that they are probably hurting themselves.
Okay, and let me take this second commercial break, and we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.